a new band. Brought to you by NZ On Air. Active Live! Yeah.
Oh, well, look out today.
Kia ora koutou katoa. We're on Radioactive.fm, and as you heard, we have the one and only Raw Collective in with us today. Kia ora, whānau. Thanks so much for joining us. Yay. Now, Raw DZ, could you do the honours, because there are so many people here, I don't want to get any names and pronunciations and things wrong. Could you do the honours of introducing everyone?
Yeah, sure thing. So we've got over here the horn section, Julian, trombone, Ben Hunt on the trumpet, Ilis Wilson, saxophone. To my left, Moira Jean and Chris CK. In the back, Paulie Lowe on guitar, Blaine on bass, Ruben on the sample pad, and our man on drums, Keanu, in the corner.
Kia ora, everyone.
Keanu,
Oh, it
So
is
that's us.
so great having you
All
guys
10.
here.
First time we've had all 10 people in here.
I was
So,
going to
yeah.
say, you did well to all fit.
Yeah, yes.
This is very well done. Yeah. So this is the first time the full band is in the Active Live room. Ah, we're so honoured. Thank you so much
And
for
at
coming
5
in.
p.m. you can see it for your own eyes. Believe it.
Yeah. Check out that on the Facebook page. That'll be going up on radioactive.fm at 5 p.m. But for now, you can hear us on the active airwaves. We're on 88.6, those of you listening in. But yeah, it's so nice to have you guys in. You're back on the road, which is why we have you here for the All Good Things EP
Yep, we're
release. LP, I should say.
sort of
LP
halfway
release.
through our tour. We had the South Island shows postponed
I
last
was
week.
going to ask how the
Yeah.
COVID sit should hit you guys
So it
up.
hit us for one weekend, but
Well-
we're back into it.
Kind of this time round, but we tried to do this 2 or 3 times, and COVID has messed with that. So like,
Yeah, like if you want to. If you
Yeah.
want to know when there's going to be an outbreak, look at our gig calendar. That's what it feels like anyway.
Yeah, I was going to say, because there was a lot of, you released a couple of singles in 2020 and that kind of thing. So 2020 seemed like it was kind of going to be the year, and then
Yeah.
all the things were happening. Did that, obviously, that hit you guys quite hard then, the whole COVID lockdown stuff?
Yeah, it just meant it took ages to get this album out, basically. But, it still gave us more time to work on it, I guess. Yeah. So
Yeah.
the songs are more finished than they would have been.
I like that. And I'm very excited to hear. I know a bunch of active listeners will have heard the few of the songs that we've played already, and obviously we did that wonderful live on location with you guys not too long ago. Thank you
Yeah.
for that. That was so much fun.
Oh.
But the rest of the album we're very, very excited about seeing live, because you played in December here, but you haven't sort of played the full-frontal since it's been released album.
No, not
correct?
technically. We've done some trial runs, but
Trial runs.
Yeah.
I love that.
Before we recorded the album, we tried the songs out live to see what ones worked. But this is the first time we're going to play the album from start to finish, exactly as it plays as well. Tonight will be,
That is so cool. I didn't realise that you're going through as it goes, because you've
Yeah.
got such a flow to the album, which I really love.
Yeah.
You've obviously put a lot of thought into curating what goes where specifically. How do
Yeah.
you find, because I know your last releases were 2018, correct? You had one with Ghost Note and one,
Yeah,
an
2 albums in 1 year.
That was,
Yeah.
big year. And a tour, and a thing, and Australian
Yeah.
tour 2019. You guys were all over the place for those couple of
Oh.
years. That was amazing.
We're still in one piece. Physically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, 2020 was a good rest for us. I think.
I'm glad to hear it.
Take a breather.
You're definitely not a group that gets time off usually, so I'm glad to hear that you did that.
No days
Silver
off.
linings and all that
No
jazz.
days
Yeah,
off at all.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, that's very cool. So I'm very, very keen to chat a bit more in depth about the album itself. But for now, do you guys want to start us off with a tune?
Yeah, sure thing. First on the list, Dark Matter. This is another song that's sort of hidden near the end of the album, so you might not have heard it, but yeah, it's a beauty. So I'm stepping out for this one.
Excited.
disguising that frown with a smile that comes so easily now. Rock solid in the pit, the fight needs to get lit. Fight the battle to figure out how.
But if you come to the show tonight, Ben's gonna beat his personal best in this section. It's amazing. You gotta see that shit. He gets higher than my head. Hey, 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 hey. Well, Raw said join the band, so I said I'd lend a hand way before other rappers started acting like the man.
Way before.
I received the walking papers from the fan. Fuck all the non-believers. I'ma turn them into fans, waving limbs and spilling drinks. Drop a bomb in your bed, put the skunk in the air till it's stinking. Fuck what a bouncer say. Tell him I told you you good to do it in the name of raw music, I think.
Oh my gosh, that was so much fun. I'm standing next to the horn section, so I did have to block out a little bit of that because you guys are just
Good idea.
amazing but loud.
That's
Or amazing
a smart
and
bet.
loud should be a better way of putting it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh, that was such a cool track, guys. So that one is the first song on the album?
Oh, no, that's down the end.
Seventh. It's all the way
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
So we're not getting the same thing as tonight.
Oh,
Tonight.
no.
This is just a
No.
prequel.
Yeah, this is something.
Nah, this is just live to air practice.
Live practice on air right here, Radioactive, Don't FM.
No pressure or anything.
No pressure, of course not, never. So that is really, really cool. I'm really excited to hear more about the performance tonight in general, but I want to chat more about the album itself a bit, because your last releases, you had a really interesting, particularly the remix release, you worked a lot with Ghost Snort, and you had quite a collaborative time in 2018, I'd say.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. We always do try and work with as many people as we can, though.
Yeah,
Seems to be-
You're no strangers to collaboration.
Yeah.
I was going to say,
Sorry.
the dynamic quality to your live performances
That is
is
the thing.
just one out of the box, I've got to say. Like, there's no one like you guys.
But I keep saying that lately, like, you know, it's not really a band, it's a collective. So
Yeah. in
there's
the
no
name.
rules. There's no
Yeah,
rules
that's
for
like
us, so we can do whatever the hell we want. And yeah, as you're saying about the album, well, this time around for this one, we had all the years of gigging behind us, and we knew, you know, with the horns how much they needed, how much all the vocalists needed each, and so this album's like a real good spread of all the members. Yeah.
That's
and,
really interesting.
Everyone has a fair turn. So
Yeah.
it's quite a democratic album. When before we never thought about that. We just, you know, did whatever came out. Yeah,
That's
so
so
it had
interesting.
it's got a bit more thought behind it, basically.
Yeah. So is
Yeah.
that in terms of the writing process specifically? Is that when that comes into play? Has that changed up much between 2018 to now?
Yeah, it has, eh?
Everyone
yeah,
contributes.
it's just more collaborative between all the members, rather than a couple of us in the studio doing all the, you know, most of the writing. Yeah, it's now just get the whole band in straight away.
That's
and
very
we
cool
can
to
all
hear.
do it together. Yeah.
And you can definitely hear that in this new album. There are a few more influences and things like that would make sense as the more collaborative aspect of the whole thing.
Yeah, it has. It's changed a bit.
Yeah.
Slightly. More energy, and I think it's better, more vibrant.
Yeah, that's a beautiful word for it. I love that.
Yeah.
How do you find juggling everyone's ideas? Because I can imagine there's so many of you, and you're all such capable musicians. I can imagine it's quite hard to sort of balance that.
Yeah, that's true. Well, everyone has an idea. Most of us agree on the same thing. CK is really good at pointing out everything that's not working.
Bro, that's so rude. Like, the whole city is hearing this. That is so rude. But, like, yeah, I'll tell them when that shit don't work.
And we're good at listening to each other too, And I mean that in the nicest way, CK.
And otherwise, like, hectic ass rock paper scissors games.
Yeah.
Where we play rock paper scissors in teams of 5.
But generally everyone's pretty happy.
In teams of 5, that's amazing. You have like an actual.
No, I'm totally making that up. But like, I would really like to try that for front seat in the van next weekend.
I was gonna say, if it's not happening already, make it happen. Like, that's a great idea. You need to do that. Like,
yeah,
that's
I know,
awesome.
right?
So when you're performing these songs live, do you perform much of because you guys have so much content? Do you perform much of the other songs live?
Yeah, we still have a mix.
Still playing them all together?
Some of the oldie goldies. Still
Cool.
Crank them out. Tonight we will be playing some of the classics from over the few years we've been doing them. Yeah, so it's a bit of everything tonight for the show anyway.
That's very cool to hear. So how does it feel in terms of performing live? The difference between the album that you've just written and performing that and playing it out loud, or versus the stuff that you've written previously?
Yeah, well, this album we've like recorded it live, so it's easy to replicate live. Yeah, because it's sort of a live album. Our other albums were more studio produced. So when you hear them live, they have a completely different feel. Yeah. And that was another reason why we chose to do this album live, is because we hadn't captured the stage performance yet on a record. Yeah. And
that's such a good way of putting it.
Yeah, so we wanted to do that for this project. And yeah.
Beautiful. That is so cool. And I think it really comes across. I'd love to talk a bit more about that live recording aspect. Where did you guys do that one again?
Surgery.
So it was Surgery. I thought so, yeah. So tell us a bit about the recording process at Surgery as well, because that must have been a little bit of a change up and things for you guys too.
Yeah, it was the first time that we all mic'd up at the same time, but like what we're doing right here,
Yeah.
right now. Yeah. It was the first time we did it, and it's quite an old school approach. But we were trained up and ready to go. So, yeah, we actually recorded. Yeah, all the 9 songs in one day in the studio.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, so the whole album is
crazy.
The whole album is literally one performance, caught in one day. Yeah, so you can feel it, you can hear it in the mix.
You definitely can. That is so cool to hear. I knew that you'd recorded it live, but I didn't realize it was all the same day. That's crazy. You guys are troopers.
Awesome to work with.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Anything
Shout
he
out to
touches
James.
does turn to gold, literally.
Actually.
Actually, he's
in
a
the name.
goldsmith for real.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh, that is so cool. Speaking of which, should we hear another tune from you guys?
Yeah, sweet. The next one, Good Things.
Good Things.
Yeah, so this is the title track. Good Things. Yeah, all we need is some good things. Swinging by back and forth, pace of them. It's a rock, getting back up. You're always maintaining. Miss a take a miss, better cause remember it. You know where the better is. Hit it in the negative soul. Every soul that's loving it. If you're living like this your last incident. If not, give it up, give it in. Please don't give a fat shit about anything.
All we need is some good things in this life to make it worth it. All we need is some good things in this life to make it worth it. some good things in this life to make it worth it.
Yo, Isla Wilson on the sax.
Some good things in this life to make it worth it. All we need is some good things in this life to make it worth it. All we need is some good things in this life to make it worth it. All we need is some good things. Some good things in this life to make it worth it. All we need is some good things in this life to make it worth it. All we need is some good things.
Oh, what a tune, gosh. I love that song. We've had that on playlist for a wee while now here on Active, or we did, I should say, last year. So I got very into it.
Oh, sweet.
Personally, it was a great summer tune.
Yeah. And is it still summer?
Almost.
I mean, I reckon let's claim it. You know, it counts. It's the sun is shining today.
That's true.
which
Oh,
is the
yeah, I'm
main
glad
thing.
it's not raining today.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's looking beautiful out there. So I wanted to chat about, you guys have had a few interesting and exciting life changes throughout the group. A few babies, a few moves,
Yeah,
a few
you got it. Yeah.
cool things like that. People based all over the place now. Congrats, everyone. But how have you guys found it, juggling all the new exciting things that are going on personally with the band?
Yeah, well, this tour's been a good challenge for that, you know.
I can imagine.
But we had a plan.
working
and
though.
Yeah, it has, eh? Like, I mean, Moira's had her baby on tour, so we've had Mumsy travel around with us. And
My mum's been awesome. She's been coming on all the road trips with us. So Napier to Auckland last weekend or the weekend before, whatever it was.
Great Barrier.
Yeah, she was. Great Barrier. She caught the ferry over and met us there, and it's been going awesomely, like as well as it could, you know, with the 3 or 4 month old baby.
Everyone's been putting in such a big effort. It's great.
That is
And,
so gorgeous to hear.
Like Paulie's just driven down today from the Hawke's Bay.
Yes, I'd heard
for
you'd made the
show,
move.
good.
Yes.
So
Yep.
he's up there now, back in
Living
his
the
hometown,
dream.
which is good because now we can do more gigs in Napier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've just got more hometowns now.
Because you're in Marlborough as well at the moment.
Yeah,
is that
I'm down
correct?
there. For a few
Yeah.
years, living at Outward Bound with my partner down there.
Very
So-
interesting place to live.
Yeah, I'm just in the sounds,
pretty, isn't
writing music. You know, I'm happy, and I
So
catch the ferry to
idyllic.
rehearsals.
I was going to ask about
Yeah.
rehearsals. That's amazing.
Just been cruising on the Inter Islander.
Yeah.
Lately,
Yeah,
We need to get some sort of like sponsorship so we don't have to play for passage or something.
Yeah, I was going to say, have you done the passenger play thing they do?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's been done. I see. Oh, that's really cool to hear. How about you, Chris? How have you been finding it with the newborn?
I've been great. I don't really get up a lot at night though, so shout out to my partner who does all the heavy lifting.
And we're the baby's here somewhere.
Yeah, my daughter is here in the building somewhere. Like, bring your daughter to work.
She's watching her dad.
She's in here somewhere.
That is so cool. Gosh, what an amazing way to grow up, seeing your parents perform like that. That is just so cool.
Yeah, like Addie is. She's going to grow up.
Oh
Yeah,
my
both
God.
parents doing
You should
that.
have
That's
seen
crazy.
her at Great Barrier. She was just like amazed by all the lights and sounds,
Yeah.
and like I've never seen her so chilled.
No
She was just,
crying.
like,
But she's so
she
good
zenned
though.
out as soon as we got there, and it was like loud drum and bass, and she was just like
And, that is,
happy
and on the
as
airplane, as
no
soon as the engines would start, on the
Yeah.
airplane, she'd just go to sleep.
just good as
God, she's obviously a musician's kid, eh? Like, just used to
She
loud
went to a
noises.
few gigs when she was in the belly, so
Yeah, all that.
It's meant to be.
she's used to it. Yeah.
Oh, that is so gorgeous. And how like lovely and how fitting it is that you guys have such a beautiful community helping you and supporting you with all that as well. That's really
So
cool.
lucky.
It
Yeah.
really takes a village. Like it really does. Like they say that, and
Hell
you think
yeah.
it's just some sort of throwaway thing, but like it really does. And so I'm glad that Moira had a baby around the same time. Like she had announced that she was having a baby before, we did. And it made it easier because I was like sitting at home freaking out, like, yo, how am I about to tell 9 other people that I'm about to put a kibosh on what we got going on because I'm about to have a kid. So it's real great. Everybody's super understanding, and it's a
That's
good time.
gorgeous.
Yeah, it feels like we've all grown up, as a band, over the last 4
Little
or 5
family
years.
band now.
Oh,
Yeah.
little family band. I was
Yeah.
going to say we have to probably
Wholesome.
wait 10, 15 years and then we'll have your kids in the live room
Oh,
Yeah.
doing it in their
Oh, no,
bands,
Yeah, as Raw Collective as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
We're-
just get
we're gonna make this is gonna be the longest band in
Just an
history.
ongoing band
With-
for
yeah.
decades.
Two centuries.
I love this.
I don't know though. I would really like it if my daughter didn't do music. I mean, cool if she did too. But I need someone to pay for my retirement. So it would be great. And as DZ would say,
Yeah.
if she is gonna be a musician, please be a horn player because they are the most sought after.
How do the horns feel about that one? Yeah.
And actually, yeah.
Don't let them fool you. That side of the room make the most money, and I ain't even playing with you. Go look at the shows they've been hitting this summer. I'm not even playing with you. That side of the room make the most money. Say hey.
Oh my God. I like it. Yeah, it's obviously a village has been created for this. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, guys. So tell us a bit about the show tonight. You've got Homicide playing with you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've picked our good mates to do the opening.
I was going to say, because Toby, he's the lead in Homicide, he kind of plays with you guys on and off. I know I saw him
Yep.
play at Twisted Frequencies when you guys were doing.
Yeah, and he's with us on Sunday too in
Oh,
custody.
yes. Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
And Ben Stewart, he did our video for the album,
Of
which is
course.
on YouTube.
Incredible
Many
video for that,
videos, so
guys.
he's one of the homies, and of course our sister Sophie, who might even be listening. Cheer girl if you're listening.
Yeah.
We love her.
Yeah.
We love Dr. Ricknor. We love
Yeah, and
all of
she's
her
got
various gangster.
yeah.
What does she call herself?
MC Fanny.
MC Fanny. That's
Can you
the
say
one.
that on the radio?
So awesome.
So that she'll be doing that album this year too.
On the radio?
We're helping her with that one. Well, I am anyway.
Oh,
Thanks for clarifying. You can say her name on the radio. But that's good instinct, You've got to watch these things, especially this.
So yeah, those two bands alone are an awesome night,
Yeah, 'cause you
an
just
awesome
say
show.
a name.
So yeah, tonight we've got 3 bands, all like amazing, and 2 DJs.
Who are the DJs?
We've got DJ Jazz to do the opening slot,
Cool.
to warm the night up, and then DJ Pleased at the end.
to bring that party.
Love me
Part-
some
he's
DJ
got-
Please.
Yeah, I was talking to him last night. He's got a good mix going,
Awesome.
He always
a
does.
party mix for afterwards.
Absolutely always
Oh
does.
yeah, I can't wait to have a beverage with that man.
Yeah.
Shout out Mickey if you're listening.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mickey's a legend.
And we don't have to do an encore with Mickey because, you know, he just does such
does it for
a
you.
better job.
Oh, that is so awesome. Gosh, it's going to be so much fun tonight. So can we give all the details? It's at Meow. Doors open 8:30.
Yeah, 8:30, maybe even 8 p.m.
Nice. Just pop along when you can.
Yeah, at Meow tonight. And, yeah, we'll be on about 10:30. But definitely get there early to check out the bands beforehand. And, yeah, it's an epic night of music tonight.
There's so much goodness there.
We'd love to have you come down. And, yeah, we're going to play this new album.
Come party with us.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Come party with us.
Us parents are off the leash for a certain amount of time.
Babysitters are booked.
Yeah, so like, come party with us.
Yeah.
This is the one time you'll get these guys out and about.
We have to
And
1
now they
a.m.
have
so
children.
come party with
And
us.
half of the audience probably get babysitters too to come see us. So
pretty
when
sure
Raw
they-
Collective plays, all the babysitters getting paid.
It's a great tagline, like just a great band tagline.
Yo, can we turn that into a song? No, I can hear it
Yeah,
though. Like,
yeah.
for real, can you remember that? Because after this, I really want to try and like do something with that.
Yeah,
Hey, we
we'll
have
do
it
something.
recorded, man. You'll remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're like, oh yeah, we're in a like live interview. Sorry.
Surprise!
Whoops.
Any other notes you want to make?
I don't want to say anything else. I want to shut up and play music.
I was going to say, on that note, is there anything else you guys want to say to your fans before we get into the final song?
Well, come and see us because we're the best we've ever looked and sounded.
Nice. Yeah. That sums it up.
Oh,
Yes.
wonderful.
And we've got the full 10-piece tonight, so yeah,
Peace.
it's big, big sound, big noise.
You got one more? Yeah. Just okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's so exciting. Oh, well, I wish we could continue talking forever, but we're going to have to wrap it up. Thank you so much for coming in, team. What's your final track for us today?
Rock, scissors, paper, CK? Yeah, you're to the moon.
Is it 1, 2, 3, shoot?
I'm just
or like
desserts.
one? Is it like 1, 2, 3, or
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, shoot?
So it's 1, 2, 3.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, yeah,
Alright.
on 3.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
1, 2, 3.
Oh,
1, 2, 3.
Ah, you won.
you guys are very
What
in
is that?
sync.
To the moon.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Sweet. All right.
Chris won, just in case anyone out there
That's only
listening
going to
is
make
confused.
that's only gonna make sense on the video.
Like we really went through that. Democratic process. Let's get it. All right, what I need, management money and good weed, private room to just breathe, then we'll see if I can get on, then I can bring home everything my fam need, nigga at least, work ethic what it need to be, even if they deem my attitude to be atrocious, fuck losing focus to my name and lights, all I want to pay for these dudes to keep the hype, if that's alright, now usually hand in hand it goes to get their hands up, backpack after show got me all gassed up, I need to drop these songs, and I'm speaking truth that they've been waiting on, but tell me what's so wrong in taking my true form, hitting blazers on these stages and get going. One more time that I spend here, wanna pack my spaceship, fly my ship back to the moon. If it wasn't for your love, I'd never question need for human affection.
Suffocation and destruction is a common theme among the current dream. Or it will be all under pressure from fantasy. Gravitate to the people, reflections every day. Calling the niche, they call it the fading of mental peace. Never at ease, conflicted by pain to realities, folks. teasing for a pleasant pain. Fake teasing, what does it the same? Make giving in the game, we will never strike. Hurting with the truth means you've got to hurt to live a truthful life. Listening to shitty advice, fooling me twice. I'm rolling myself, not falling in fights, whatever it be. Never collapse in the fat heat. Like the fear of a fierce solar. One rock, one love over before we act.
The more time that I spend here, wanna pack my spaceship, fly my shit back to the moon. If it wasn't for your love, I'd never question need for human affection.
That's our man Blaine on the bass guitar. Woo. A bit of what you're gonna get tonight, Wellington. What? Yeah. What? Yeah. We're live tonight.
Check us out. Meow. Doors at 8:30.
Yes.
Let me out.
Oh, shit, that was so much fun.
So you've just been blasted by a whole section.
We like to kick the weekend off early, and that begins with the Friday Flow, hosted by the Flowtastic Amy. From 1 to 4 p.m, you'll be delighted to a whole